Aloha, beloveds, welcome back. Let's assume the position. Bring your hand mudra, eye mudra, third eye, tall spine. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Relax your belly muscles. Fill it up like a big balloon as you inhale. Pause. Audible exhale through your mouth for twice as long. Pause. Deep breath in. One more time. Breathe into your heart now. Relaxing your mind. Allowing all the thoughts to dissolve from your mind, letting your shoulders drop with that exhalation. Releasing all tension, worry, strain, stress, and anxiety through your exhalation. Breathe in inspiration, vitality, good health, peace, love, anything you need in your life as you breathe in. Breathe it in to your body, your mind, your heart, your spirit. Breathe out what is not serving you. Breathe in the light, the divine holy light of God. Breathe it into your life. Breathe out all that is not serving you. One more time. Breathe in love. And let's breathe out love. Because you are love. So you can breathe that in and you can also breathe that out. But when you're doing this breath and you want to set an intention, I would start with, if you're feeling stressed out, breathe in light and positive energy, and then exhale through the form of black smoke. Right? Just, it's a very simple visualization, breathing technique and meditation that you can do. It's very powerful. You breathe in white light. You can breathe in into any area of your body that needs healing, or that feels tender or sore. And then exhale, visualize breathing out black smoke. You can start with that, and then if you want to, you can switch to breathing in light and breathing out light, or breathing in love and breathing out love, right? So, but I would say always start with that energy exchange of breathing in the light and breathing out the dark or the negative or whatever imbalances you're feeling. So you come to your center. So I wanted to share my thoughts and beliefs on what faith is, because that's been coming up a lot in my life lately, and I've been speaking to people a lot about it. And I have it in my book written a lot about faith, and there's this great book I read years ago, about 20 years ago. It's actually called Faith by Sharon Salzberg, and I loved it. At the time, I needed that message so much. I would sleep with that book at night. I was just going through a really dark time in my life, and every night I would read a little bit, and I go to sleep with it under my pillow. I was just hoping by osmosis it would absorb into my heart, And so this is my conclusion now, after living a very broad and diverse life with a lot of experiences, and a lot of them weren't so great. I don't want to define it. I'm judging it when I say that. No, I don't want to say not so great. They were polarity experiences. Let's just say that I lived with a lot of polarity experiences that I gave myself because it was my soul choosing to experience these hardships so that I could rise out of the darkness with a pearl, with some insight, with some wisdom, heal, and then share it with others to help others to heal. So, all of my hardships and polarity experiences, traumas, and all of that served me and served my divine life purpose, and hopefully it will serve other people and help and be helpful to other people. But with that said, because I know this, having these spiritual awakenings, I know this, but not everybody walks around knowing that all of their hardships in their life was for a reason and it serves them. So that's where I think faith comes into play. And so there are some people that never really need to have faith because maybe they just chose this lifetime to be like an easy one. Maybe they just decided, I'm going to come in, I'm just going to smooth sailing through this lifetime. I'm not going to have many ups and downs. I'm just going to experience an easy life, for whatever reason. Maybe I just want it, or maybe they're just new souls and they didn't want to have this chaotic life. So they don't really need faith, right? Like they don't need faith because they have everything they need, materialistically, physically, everything was provided for them. They have a family, they're loved, they have a good job, they feel satisfied, life is good for them. Why would you need faith when everything that you need, it physically is manifest there right before you, right? You don't need faith. Who are the people that need faith? What is faith? Well, I've lived my whole life on faith. I realized that. At 54 years old, I realized that faith has been the fuel to get me through my entire freaking life. And I'm saying it like this because last Monday I had like this complete meltdown and I was just like done. I was like, God, I am done. I'm not doing this anymore. It's like, I feel like we're just going backwards. We're going back to survival mode, and like all this stuff is just so hard right now. And I was just, I want to share this with you because I don't want you to think like, oh, she's living her dream life in Hawaii and like she doesn't have a care in the world. It is not true at all. Trust me, I have as much struggles as any other person. Well, maybe that's not true. I'm not going to say that because it's not true given what's happening in the world right now and in Maui and just all over the world actually. So that is not true. I have to rethink things and say things differently, but I do have my own share of burdens and crosses that I'm still feel like I'm carrying, and I'm kind of getting tired, so I had to really reflect on like faith, because I was even like mad at faith. I was like, you know what, faith, I'm done with you. I'm done having faith. I'm tired of having faith, because what does faith bring me? No, I want to have a big bank account. I want to have security. I want to have material financial security in form, because I am still a human being living in the world of form. I want this, I want that, I don't want to struggle, I don't want to live to month. I'm like tired of this, and why is it we're going backwards? I feel like I'll take 2 steps forward and then 3 steps back or whatever. So I just had like this whole meltdown, and I was like, I'm done with faith. I've had it. I'm just going to go back to work. I have this job offer that sounds amazing. I know I can do really well at it and make a lot of money. So I'm just going to focus on making a lot of money right now and not focus on my divine life purpose. That was last Monday. So since then, I kind of had a change of tune. Not that I'm not going to look into that job offer, because I am, but I feel much better, and I feel like I wanted to share this message about faith because it's so important. Because I think right now so many people, I know I'm not the only one, so many people are in the same boat, and we feel like we're like sinking or going backwards. Like, what's happening? Are we back in the dark ages? Like, what happened to evolution and ascension? Where's this new earth? When's it coming? And So I know we're all struggling in the same boat, and I wanted to share that I'm having the same exact struggles and challenges with you as anyone else. And I really had to reflect on faith, and I realized that my whole life, that is what I lived on, is faith. I didn't have a family to support me. I didn't have a husband to support me. I didn't have a nest egg. I wasn't born into a trust fund. I didn't have extra money here or there in a bank account. I had to live and make it month to month by faith and faith alone, just trusting on God and Gaia, Mother Earth, that I was always being taken care of and supported, and I'm grateful for that, don't get me wrong, but it's exhausting. It's exhausting. And so this is probably not one of the most inspirational videos or messages I'm going to give you, but I'm going to tell you it's probably one of the most real that I could share with you, because it's twofold. It's one, that I believe that faith is a superpower. Not everybody has it. Not everybody has it as strong as others. And it's not something that we're necessarily born with. I think it's something that we have to cultivate, because depending on our life circumstances, we might need it more than others. But I think when it comes down to, whether you're going to have faith or financial security, I kind of think, I think both just as important, unfortunately, right now in the world, because the way everything is going up and so expensive, and it's hard to live, just get by day to day. I never realized how much financial security is so important until recently. And it's kind of like I was saying, all right, financial security, faith, they're two totally different things, but yet having faith that you're going to be financially supported matters. And so for me, it always goes back to okay, you have to ask yourself these questions. Have you always been, everything I've always needed has always been given to me. I've never had to be without. Have I had to struggle? Yeah. Yes. But you know what? In that struggle and being able to climb up that mountain and make it to the top has brought me so much resilience and inner strength, and then fall back down to the bottom again, and then climb up that mountain, make it to the top, woo, and then right back down. Over and over again. That is what my life has been. And I'm tired. I will admit, I'm freaking tired. Like I said, this is not an inspirational video, but what I'm saying is, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm saying is that I've had to live my whole life on faith, and that I think faith is really, really important. So if you're one of those people that have had to rely on spirit and God in your life, and having that knowing that God has not forsaken you, God has not forgotten you, and you will always be protected, connected, divinely connected and protected, and God's got your back, the universe has got your back, Mother Earth has got your back, and everything's going to be okay in the long run. If you're one of those people, I give you hand claps and just all of my recognition and encouragement, and just I bow to you, because I know how hard that can be to live that way, especially today. So I kind of want to say that is my message. Faith is important, but not everybody needs to have it, and not everybody wants to have it. But I shared a message with this woman today on the beach, who is, she lost her husband and then her dog, all within the last couple of years, and she's kind of alone, and yeah, she's still grieving, and I see her on the beach every day. We become friends, and I feel her pain. And today I talked to her about faith, and she's struggling because also her only son won't talk to her. So it's like she lost her whole family, and it hurts. And yeah, she's grieving, and she prays every day, and she's very a faith-filled woman, and she prays every day, She goes to the Lord and she does her prayers, and she asks for a miracle, and it's been going on for a couple of years. And I sometimes I just want to be there and listen to people and just give them a hug and say it's going to be okay. And sometimes I feel like I need to give some words of enlightenment maybe, and today was one of those days where I talked to her because I know exactly what she's going through. It's like I pray every day for a miracle for my dog Karma, and sometimes I get mad, like I got mad last Monday at guys, so like, why doesn't she get a miracle? It's not fair, like. So what I was sharing with her is like what I was sharing, the message I needed to hear for myself. It's like, your prayers are always answered, right? But God can only do for you what he can do through you. That means you have to get out of the way. So I was telling her, it's like sometimes we pray and then we get in our own way. It's like we just have to trust and surrender and let go and have that faith. And like we don't do that. Like we pray and then we go into our neurotic mode. Like it's like that is the opposite, right? Like if we're praying and we believe that God is listening, then we have to just trust, sit back and say, wow, thank you so much for that miracle. But that's hard. And I get it. And she goes, that's easier said than done. And I said, I know. Trust me. If anyone knows, I know. I've had to live my whole life like this. And it's certainly not easy. But this was the end. This is the end of my inspirational talk today, that if you're going through tough times and you're praying, you're like, why isn't God listening to my prayers? Or where's my miracle? Like, there's two things. One, are you getting in your own way? Are you just neurotically blocking off all the good that's ready to be given to you? So you need to like pray, but then you have to let go and trust and surrender. And then two, you have to remember that there's divine timing. So it's not in your timing. Like we always, that's our ego mind. Like we want it now. Like where is that miracle? That should have been here last month, That's me. I'm like neurotic. So there's that divine timing piece to it. It's like, that's what we have to surrender and let go and trust. And that is so hard to do as a human being living in this world of form where everything is a challenge right now. I feel like we're getting pressed in all different directions. I know, because I feel it too, and I was ready to give up on Monday. And I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and tell you like, I don't know. It could get worse before it gets better. I don't know. But I do know is that, and what I have to believe and have faith in, because this is the only thing that's keeping me going, that's keeping a little bit of that faith alive in me, is that I know that God and the light, the power of love, and God is so much more powerful than any other imbalanced, negative, dark energy or force that's trying to take over or mess things up on our planet. I know that. I know that 100% assuredly. I will tell you that much I know. When is it going to happen? What's going to happen? That I don't know. And we might be in for some more turbulent times ahead of us. But I want to share with you that I am here for you. I'm experiencing just as much struggle, just as much ups and downs as all you other light workers and lights out there, or just regular people, and questioning my own faith and everything right now. And I'm feeling really emotional just speaking this to you. I feel like there's a lot going on in my throat chakra. I'm going to do a cleanse when I get off this video. And I just feel like we just all need to really just be there for each other, continue to be kind to each other, and especially to our own selves. That's the message. Just like take a break on Monday when I like lost it, I give myself a talking to, and I listen to myself because it's my higher self talking to me, and it's like, stop, like, why do you do this to yourself, Soulfire? Why do you put so much pressure on yourself to perform and make that goal? And I'm like, I gotta get this done by this date, or blah. Like, I do that to myself, And when I said, listen, give yourself a break, take off 2 weeks, who cares? Stop it. Take the next week and just live your life and be kind and be happy and do simple things and just enjoy the little things in life. Enjoy the little things. Enjoy the beauty. Why did you move to Hawaii? Enjoy the park and the beaches and your dog, and enjoy the simple little things in life for the next week, and stop beating yourself up and always trying to do this. Stop. And when I did that, I was like, Okay. And I felt so much better. I was like, you're right. You're so smart, your higher self. I'm like, that is the best advice. And like, I literally just took that week off and I just said, screw it. I'm not going to work. I'm not going to make a video. I'm not going to work on my computer. I'm just going to go sit in my yard and look at the ocean. Or I'm just going to take Connor to the park and do nothing. And I just did that for a week. And it was really nice. It was nurturing. I just needed to nurture myself. So sometimes we tend to be hard on ourselves. And I think right now that is the worst thing we could be. I think right now what we need is self-love and self-nurturing to ourselves and to each other. Have extra patience, have extra tolerance, have extra compassion, be kind to each other, look out for your neighbor and look out for each other. And that's my message that I wanted to share. I hope this video was in some way, I don't know, inspirational. Maybe I'm just ranting, the Soulfire Sunday rant. Maybe I'll start a new playlist, but thanks for listening, and yeah, I'll talk with you soon. Aloha.
The soul fire in me, I give to you. Aho. To learn more about my offerings, visit my website at igniteyoursoulfire.com. Please subscribe to my channel and comment below, my soul family. Thank you for being here on our precious planet Gaia at this time. Your light matters. You matter. You make a difference in the world by just being you. Ahuiho. Until our hearts meet again. You are loved.